Welcome to my two-part devotional. This is part one of what's going to be a couple days of just kind of sharing my heart with you guys. So the other day, I was driving down the road, coming back from the grocery store because I needed some things. And I kid you not, this was the sign somebody was holding on the side of the road. It said, "Jesus has returned," with a website. And I thought, nobody told me. And then I realized that, you know what? I have been having a lot of conversations with a lot of different people about the end and Jesus' return. And I wanted to share a simple thought with you guys from the perspective of actually Jesus himself and from the Apostle Paul. Now, there's a whole lot of stuff that could be unpacked. The truth is, I'm not going to spend any time with it on that. But I want you to hear a couple pieces of encouragement. And one of them is this. Anytime somebody says Jesus has come, let me read to you the words of Jesus himself. He says this, "Then if anyone says to you, 'Look, here is the Christ,' or 'There he is,' do not believe it. For false Christs and false prophets will arise to perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead any astray, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you beforehand, so that if they say to you, 'Look, he's in the wilderness,' don't go out. If they say, 'Look, he's in the inner rooms,' don't believe it. For as lightning comes from the east and shines as far as the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man." You know, here's the thought about that. Jesus is basically telling us, look, you're gonna know when I show up. Don't pay attention to this nonsense when people say, "Oh, here he is," or "There he is, he's here." The truth is, if we are the elect and we are his kids, we will know when his coming is. Now, I believe this. He also tells us that, hey, look, there's going to be these things called birth pains. They're going to be signs and wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes and pestilence, and all these things are birth pains. So I got to tell you a quick story. My mom was a midwife. And what that means is she delivered babies for a living, and she did home births. And so I remember as a kid when birth pains, her beeper, I mean, like, it was old school. It was like beeper level, right? Her beeper would go off, and she would have to pick up the phone, and okay, they're 20 minutes apart. That means we have time to have dinner before she has to go out to the location. But I remember when they got like 5 minutes apart. I remember one time specifically, we were getting a pizza, and we got the call early on. Well, we've got plenty of time to get a pizza. The next thing I know, her beeper goes off again, and I'm like, oh man, here we go. The pizza comes, it's in the box. She buckles me into the back seat, and we are down the freeway trying to get to this house. There I am eating pizza in the back seat, getting slapped in the face by pepperoni. I mean, it was a sight. I'll tell you what, my mom was in a big hurry to go rescue this baby. Well, not rescue, deliver this baby. And here's what I know is that sometimes when we look at these things, we get really worried. For some reason, it's the pestilences and it's the earthquakes and it's the problems and it's the challenges that we pay attention to. But the thing that you and I should be really focused on is really the revelation of our King. This is when we get to see Jesus again. And so here's my encouragement. Today, I just want you to sit and meditate on the fact that all these things that are coming on and that are going on around us are actually indicators that he's coming again. And that should be a place of celebration. And my prayer is that today you take some time to celebrate and to look forward to and to invite him to come, and that you would be just excited about his return. Thanks so much for joining me today. God bless you. We'll see you next time.